Welcome to Inspiring Narratives, your favorite channel for uplifting stories, renewed hope, and cultivating a deeper connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Discover with me how turning to Allah can lead you to amazing changes in your life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are back with another uplifting story that will, by the grace of Allah, strengthen your faith and renew your hope, inshallah. Let's start by sending peace and blessings on our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Pour yourself a cup of something you love, get comfortable, let's get started with our story. This story was told by the well-known Egyptian preacher Amr Khalid, who said, "Today's story comes from Saudi Arabia, and truly it's a story stranger than fiction, a real story told by a social worker named Noura Abdelaziz, who works in orphanages between Mecca and Jeddah. If I didn't know Noura personally and hear her tell the story, I would have found it very hard to believe." So what happened? Noura begins. "We often have cases where we find newborn babies abandoned somewhere. When that happens, we take them into the orphanages, as you know. One day we received 2 separate calls on the same day. One call reported a baby left next to a mosque in Mecca, and another baby abandoned by a mosque in Jeddah. So we took in both babies. The baby from Jeddah was placed in the orphanage there, but the Mecca orphanage was already overcrowded, so we couldn't place the second baby there. Luckily, I have the ability to transfer abandoned babies from one orphanage to another. So I brought the baby from Mecca to Jeddah and placed him in a bed next to another baby. As soon as I put him down, I was shocked. They looked identical, down to the smallest details. It was like they were twins. But how could that be? One was found in Mecca and the other in Jeddah. I checked and noticed they still had the hospital wristbands on their wrists from when they were born. That means they had both been born in a hospital. And I checked their wristbands. They both had been discharged from the hospital on the same day and at the same hour. And on the same day and hour, both were abandoned outside different mosques. Could it really be that they were twins? I started checking the numbers on the baby's wristbands, comparing them with the hospital records. When I went through the hospital records, I saw that yes, their mother had given birth to twins that specific day. I found the address of the mother and went to her. I found a young Filipino woman crying. I asked her what's wrong. She said, "My husband never wanted me to have children. As soon as I gave birth to the twins, he took them from me, saying he'd show them to his father who lives in Jeddah, and he'd bring them back to me later. He took them, but he never returned. He turned off his phone, left the country and abandoned me, and I lost my 2 sons. Noura then asked her, "What did you do all this time?" The mother replied, "I have done nothing but pray with a single supplication." She then shared the prayer, which goes, "O Allah, Lord of the lost, you are the guide of the lost. Guide me to my lost ones. O you who returned Musa alayhi salam to his mother, return my children to me." And I will put the dua in the comment, inshallah. Noura then said to her, "Allah has answered your prayer, your children are with us." The mother was in shock and asked how. Noura continued, "By the will of Allah, one baby was found in Mecca and the other in Jeddah. And by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the orphanage in Mecca was full, leaving no place for me to put the baby except beside his brother in the same bed. This is a prayer that is never left unanswered. So I urge everyone to write down this prayer. It is a message of hope for everyone who trusts in Allah, knowing that He never breaks the heart of the weak or those in need. A message of hope for every mother who has faith that her prayer will be answered, especially a mother's prayer. Keep this prayer with you. O Allah, Lord of the lost, you are the guide of the lost. Guide me to my lost ones. O Allah, you who will gather all people on the day of resurrection, gather me with what I have lost." This brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this story. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so do leave a comment below. I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.